Greetings to you, lovely students. I welcome you to today's virtual class. In today's class, I'll be taking you the topic problems of agricultural development in Nigeria. Agriculture is faced with so much problems in Nigeria because the way agriculture used to be in the past is not what it is in our days, and there is increase in population. So there is a high demand for food in our world, in the modern world. Then there's also the problems that's associated with farmers
ఇంకొద్ది దగ్గరికి నీ దగ్గరికి
having
నీ దగ్గరికి
passion for the farming they are doing. So many farmers are actually discouraged because there is no encouragement from the government. Even weather is also one of the things that discourages farmer. Farming used to be the major reference point in Nigeria, but since the oil boom, there has been a shift from farming into oil, and for that reason, we are much more dependent on importation now than exportation. In those days, there used to be a lot of export from Nigeria to other countries like Malaysia and other neighboring countries like Ghana, like even Togo. But in our days, recently, there's been a lot of dependent on importation. Now, some of the problems of agriculture includes their lack of basic amenities. Basic amenities such as light, such as good water supply, such as a good health care, is no longer in place like it used to be for farmers. So farmers that don't have access to these basic amenities will not be encouraged to want to go to the farm and produce more. Most of them believe that the government don't have them at heart. So for that reason, most of them are not really having much strength. Even some farmers are faced with health challenges, and so they will not have much strength to go to the farm. We also have climatic conditions such as excess rainfall, excess sunlight. Any climatic factor that is in excess is bound to affect agriculture. Even excess wind can make tomato not to be able to flower well. And when there's excess sunlight, it can also make the ground to be caked. The roots will not have access to water. And when there's also excess water, the roots will not be able to respire well. So then again, we have the problem of finance. Most farmers that really want to go into agriculture, they are constrained. Their capacity is limited because they do not have money. Remember the popular saying that money answereth all things. So farmers that want to go into farming, they don't have money, they can't practice. You need money to buy tools, you need money to buy seeds, you need money to control pests on your farm. So this takes us to the next one, pest and disease. Now, in our days, there are more pests and disease that kills crops and also farm animals. Now, these diseases and crops and pests, they are difficult to eradicate once it gets to the farm. And once it gets to the farmer needs money to eradicate them. So this usually discourages the farmer in producing more. Sometimes a farmer can lose a lot of animals and even plants within 1 week. So, and then again, buying chemicals to control this pest and disease, some farmers don't have the finance to buy these chemicals. Then there's also the problem of transportation of produce. Most times, before the produce will move from the farm, like the rural area, before it gets to the village and to the town, some of the produce will have been spoiled because the roads are really bad. The cost of transporting the produce is also very high. As you can see nowadays, we also have increase in fuel. So, and then again, most farmers don't have access to vehicles. They need to rent vehicles. The roads are dilapidated, like you can see in the picture here. So it makes it very difficult before the produce will move from the farm to the urban area for sale. Now the next one is storage and processing facilities. Most times farmers produce excess. In some cases they produce excess, but this excess usually end up being wasted because there is no facility for storage of this produce. Once there's no storage facilities, the produce gets to waste. We have large number of produce that have gone into wastage because the storage facilities were not put in place. Even processing facilities are not also functioning properly. Some of the processing facilities are usually very expensive to purchase. For instance, a farmer that wants to preserve his meat will require a steady light source and also a refrigerator. If it doesn't have a steady light source, it needs to have solar, needs to power his device with solar, which is also very expensive to purchase. Now, other problems of agricultural development in Nigeria includes land problems. We have natural hazards. We have man-made hazards. There are some man-made hazards like bush burning, like such as wildfire. We have inadequate tools, inadequate farm inputs, even farmers' education, because some farmers need to be educated on what they are supposed to learn. So now that is usually carried out by extension services, by extension agents. We have less number of extension agents in our days. There's also a problem of marketing system whereby the farmer has produced, but where to sell his produce is actually a very big problem. We have so many farmers that usually only produce broilers during festive season, whereas if there was a steady market, you can produce broiler all through the year. But because of the seasonality of broilers, farmers only produce their broilers during festive season. I hope to have him in the next class. Thank you for your attention and thank you for watching. Do have a wonderful time. Bye.